Hey guys, to get all of our college football picks against the spread, you can go check those out over at stumpthespread.com, linked in the video description, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to continue to get all of our college football pick video plays. Heading into Thursday's action, just one matchup on the board. That's this Sun Belt matchup here between the Texas State Bobcats and the Louisiana Lafayette Ragin Cajuns. Texas State having themselves a lot of hardships this year, standing just 1-5 overall with that one win coming at home all the way back in week 1 against an FCS opponent, still winless against FBS competition. 4 of those 5 losses coming in blowout fashion with significant poor defensive performances. And it's actually surprising, but their one competitive defeat against FBS competition this year came against Appalachian State, who is arguably the best team in the Sun Belt. They fell in that one by a final of 13-20. But that seems to be more of an outlier considering after that result they went on to lose to UTSA at home by 30 points, on the road to Wyoming by 35 points, and then in their last outing at home to another Sun Belt foe, Louisiana Monroe, by a final of 27-45. So Texas State having a lot of issues on the defensive side of the ball, as well as offensively. This group ranks just 126th in the nation in total scoring average, as well as just 106 in total team defense. And that's a big concern coming to this one, having a defense that's been gashed so consistently, given the fact that the Ragin Cajuns at times this year have shown that they can put up a lot of numbers on the board. They scored 51 in their opener against Southeast Louisiana. They scored 42 against Tulsa, 50 points against Louisiana Monroe, and then last week in a winning effort they beat Idaho by a final of 21-16, what was a little bit slower pace contest. But the Cajuns on the year standing 2-3 overall, and they've also had a lot of defensive issues of their own, ranking 129th in all of college football in total team defense. So both of these defenses ranking above 100th in the nation and in terms of the points allowed per contest. But Louisiana Lafayette offensively having a lot more success this year than their counterpart in this one, ranking 30th in the FBS in total scoring average. So we know that Lafayette can put up a lot of points on the board, and they should be able to take advantage of this Texas State defense, which has been very porous. And then on the flip side of things, you have the Bobcats, who offensively have had a lot of issues this year, but perhaps they're going to be able to break through and find some more holes and gaps in Louisiana Lafayette, who's been arguably the worst defense in all of college football this year. So defense, certainly not a strength of either of these squads. Lafayette, quite a bit better offensively than what we've seen out of Texas State this year. So not a surprise to see them coming to this one as just under 2 touchdown favorites. But the over-under is what we're going to be discussing in this one, currently sitting at about 54.5 to 55 points. Opened at 58 points, so it has actually receded a little bit and gone down, which is somewhat surprising considering the fact that both of these teams have just been so terrible on a consistent basis on the defensive side of the ball. Perhaps people are only taking into account both of these teams, or especially Lafayette's last outing, which was a much more defensive-minded, slower-paced contest. And then Texas State, obviously having their issues offensively, might make it tougher for this over to hit, but just given the fact that both of these teams have had such consistent defensive issues, it does feel like the over is going to be the better value play heading into this one. So that's going to be today's pick video, guys. We're going to be siding with the over 55 points here. And again, to get all of our college football picks against the spread for this week's action, you can catch those over at stumpthespread.com, linked in the video description. And be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel to continue to get all of our college football pick video plays. So thanks for stopping on in, and we hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.